Here's one of the worst decisions you can make when naming your business: the acronym. 3 or 4 letters that mean absolutely nothing to your customer. No feeling, no purpose, no intention, just random letters. And here's the problem: when you use an acronym, you hand over the narrative to the general public. And you just hope for the best, because you can't control what people do with those letters. And once they decide what those letters mean to them and stand for them, you can't change that. Take CPAP, continuous positive airway pressure. I drive past one of these stores every single day, and all I see is crap direct. And that's not a branding problem they can fix with a new logo. That's baked into the name, baked into the business, baked into the brand. Or NAB, National Australia Bank. Every time I see NAB, I think one thing: they're going to nab my money. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about KFC? What about BMW? They're great ones. It's a fair point. Those acronyms work because the brand equity behind them is so enormous that those letters have taken on their own meaning over decades. KFC didn't start as KFC, it evolved into that. BMW didn't start as BMW. KFC doesn't need you to know it stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken. In fact, I think they tried to get rid of fried. BMW doesn't need you to know that it's Bavarian Motorworks. The brand did the work. The acronym just became the shorthand. But here's the thing: you're not a KFC, and you're certainly not BMW last time I checked. You're a new business trying to build trust and recognition from scratch. And 3 or 4 random letters is just not going to cut it. Your name should do 3 things. It should mean something to the audience that you're trying to attract. It should create a feeling, even just a small one, and it should be impossible to misinterpret. Acronyms fail all 3 of these. They're sterile, they're hard to remember, and they're hard to say. And worst of all, it's left wide open for your audience to interpret. If you can't control the brand's narrative, you can't control your brand. So if you're starting a business and you're sitting there thinking, wow, I'm just going to use a bunch of letters and it's going to work, think twice. Your name is the first thing your brand ever says. Make it say something worth hearing.